So you can have another back sheet, right? That's bigger than it. We measured 840 by 500, right? For example, say you have like 1000 by 800 now, right? So it's not going to be the same unit. So by the time you bring down one, any item from that 1000 by 800, when you import it here, it's going to look bigger or smaller. All right. So that's why I'm saying that everything we're going to be drawing here is dependent on your back sheets. So it's very important that you pay attention to. But when we get there, that's another topic. In fact, that will be one of the last, part of the class that we're going to do, back sheets, because that one takes a lot. All right. So now your radius. So pick it, then just do 20 now. It's going to show. 20 is going to show. Yeah. So that's 20. All right. So now, all thanks to our back sheets, now we are now regulating our unit ourselves. All right. So without this back sheet, if you draw it without the back sheet, it's going to be very, very small. All right. So that's what back sheet does. All right. So we're going to be making each class now, we're going to be making use of the back sheet so that we're not going to be having, in case you want to measure or something. All right. So clear it. So that's how to, so you pick your circle, you drag it, then you input your radius. Then it's going to give you that. So where were we? So, okay, now we've done circle. Now I want to move to arc. So arc is actually another, fascinating tools. Is like circle also, but it's like halfway. It's like, you get what I'm trying to say, right? So everything that applies to circle, the application actually applies to arc also. Like center, start, center, end, start, center, angle, blah, 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 blah. All right. So just like the circle that we have all of this, right? So let's try the start, center, and end. So now let's do, so draw a rectangle, pick a rectangle here. Okay. Drop it. All right. So now pick arc. So 1. All right. Right, the center. So do your F8. Make your F8 on. Forgotten you have to press what's it called? Function F8. Or you can just do it from there. Yeah. So now go again. Specify that. Pick this. This is this. Pick it. Pick this. All right. So that's your start. So now, if you want it up, if you want it, you can then adjust it the way you want here, right? You can adjust it. You tap it, then you adjust it from here. You can make it small. You can drag it up. Right. Drag it up. Drag it up. Drop it that way. You can drop it. So you can have something like. So the same thing goes with. Let's look at that. Are you guys following, please? Yeah. So the same thing we have it with, start, center, and then which one did? Okay, we've not done 3 points. We missed 3 points now. So 3 points also like is somewhat like this. Also click it. 1, okay, 2, then 3. Right. So you're going to have something like this. So it's like this also, right? So start, center, and then start 3 points. 1, 2, 3 points. So this one you can actually use it for any point. You can choose this, and this. It's going to make an arc at this side. This, and this. All right. So we have a lot of options. Please, you see start, end, radius as we have it. That way, that's for the circle also. So start, center, start, length. All right. So you can actually explore all of this. If you start exploring, it's going to take a lot of time. All right. Please. We've already done circle. Just use that to, start, end direction, start, end radius, blah, 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 blah. So this is actually more applicable to anybody that's in civil. They use this, all these stats. They use it for your work to be easier and then fast. All right. So explore. We've done 3 points. We've done start, end. We've done, okay, start, center, angle. Start. So make sure you explore all of this, please. In fact, sometimes I can just call one person to actually give us, to just show us or demonstrate what he or she has learned for that one. So just explore that one. Let's move on. We don't want to waste time. You remember? So now to rectangle. I think we've done, because this is the next one now. We've done rectangle, right? So this one is just to change the sides of the hair. If it is 4, if it is 5, you want. You can. Ellipse is actually a little bit different from circle. Circle is just like a perfect round shape, right? But ellipse is like an oval shape. And then what can we apply it to? For example, you want to draw a separate. I'm sure you must have seen a separator somewhere on a P&ID or something. P&ID separator. Am I right? You see. So you will notice that. Okay, for example, now a cylinder, right? You see that top part of a cylinder is not a perfect circle. You agree with me, right? So the ellipse is what they use to actually make that part of the cylinder. So for example, now let's draw a two parallel line beside each other. So let's apply the ellipse. So we're going to, then another one beside it. So the command for line is actually L. I didn't tell you that. The command for line is L, and the command for polyline, I think is P line, right? Yep. So there's no need of completing it to be LIN, just L, then enter. Right. So, okay. Now pick up. But because we still need it here, we're going to use it. M is command for move. The MI is the command for mirror. So you specify your center point here. You have to center it. You have to specify your center point before you actually achieve that perfect. Do you get me? So if you don't have that center, you better go click it so that you're going to achieve. So whenever you want to mirror, you want to make sure that center. So that's why I say center is one of the most important, what's it called now? Tools or setup you have to like click if you're setting up your snap point. So center has to be there. It's not even negotiable. It has to be there. All right. So that is what ellipse is useful. However, you can still see some. So this is center to what? Center to a hair. So this one you just have to drag it from the center. You make sure that you specify the center of the two, lines or these two objects you want to align it with from the center. Then you drag it to the edge. But it has axis end. So okay, let's try. So this one we don't need to do it. It's just from the beginning, center, and then the end, right? Just like circle also. But this one now, elliptical arc. Let's see. So elliptical arc is just like an what do I call it? Let me show you anyways. So just draw it, tap anywhere, pick anywhere. All right. So drag it. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So now drag it up. Drop it. So now maybe I should do it so that. So it's asking you where do you want to cut it. So when you cut it from here, it's going to show you. So maybe you need half of this down. Then you can then go like this. Then you have half of this. So you see something like this. But when you click it, you'll be seeing the shadow of it, right? So that's the elliptical arc. So that one you can actually cut it the way you want. Now let me show you another application using that elliptic arc. So for example, okay, you've already said it. So for example, you have something like this. So okay, for example, you have something like this. So I want to put off you see, I still have my straight line on, Abby. Yeah. This is my ellipse. Yeah. So I want to take it off. I don't want it to be straight, so I want to cut it here. But if I still have that F8 on, I won't be able to achieve this here. It's still gonna be, is it vertical or horizontal, right? So I can then do this, say it's only this. All right. Then for example, maybe I want to draw a line to come here, say from here, then like this, something like this. Yeah. So I started drawing. So this is how you make use of AutoCAD to apply. So without your auto mode being off, you won't be able to achieve this exact, type of drawing. Do you get me? Because it's always directed to horizontal or vertical. All right. So you want to try it again? Okay. So Did you get it? Did you get it? Are you trying it, Wasim? Okay. Can we move on? Mirror. We've not got into mirror. I just said I wanted to show you ahead. Don't worry, I will get there. But to this point now, does anybody have question? Okay. So what's this now? uh, I don't understand what you do. Okay, so I'm seeing you're trying to struggle with the highlight. So let me chip this in now. Supposed to have said it before this class. It's supposed to be, in that introductory class. So we have two types of. So guys, listen. This is very important. So we have two types of highlights, right? If you want to highlight an object, I see you're trying to highlight now. You're not saying it. You're not getting it right. All right. So there is green window and there is blue window.
Green window.
Yes, and blue window, right? If you've noticed now, when we're trying to draft, you're seeing blue. You're seeing, or have you not noticed? So there's a blue window and there's a green window, right? Yeah. So now let's try it. So when you click and then pan to your right, now do that. Click, right. You see blue, right?
Yeah.
You see blue window, right? Escape, please. So when you click, then to your left, you see what? Green window, right? And what does that do, right? So we'll do the practical now, right? So now we have this. Zoom into this drawing now. So we have this. We want to do the practical of green window and the blue window now. So don't forget when you pan to the right, when you click and pan to the right, it shows you blue, right? But when you pan to the left, it shows you green. So this is the application. So pan from here. You don't have to cover everything now. So you see, you don't have to cover everything. It's just pick everything, right? As long as it touches it, it's picking it. So the application is very, very important when you have, especially maybe you are dealing with a very big, you're drawing, you're dealing with a very big drawing, right? So you don't want to click some part of the drawing. You're trying to you're trying to adjust, you're trying to be careful not to touch some part of the drawing. You don't want to highlight part of the drawing. So you make use of what? Blue, right? Because by the time you use your green, it's going to, whatever it touches, it picks it. But when you use your blue, you just over it, around it, right? So the one that you don't want to pick, you're making sure that it's not covering every part of the parts that you're not using or you're not, highlighting. So however, if you want to reverse it, maybe in a project, so all these tips I'm supposed to be saying after the class, but it doesn't matter. There will be many, many more tips after this one, even after the class. So but there's a reverse method of it. You can minus it.